Alright, hello everybody, along with B Nasty. Welcome back to our current game of Global War 1914 titled Operation Michael, where I'll be doing the French Republic's turn. Two quick housekeeping items that we have to deal with. One, the Austro-Hungarians were at 22 IPP, they're supposed to be at 21, so I went ahead and adjusted that. And two, watching back through the battle, the Germans would have in fact taken Lorraine on their turn, due to the way the units were boosted because of the commander. They would have just had enough to have taken that. So this French infantry should be gone. We have to roll for that commander to see if he would have escaped or what would have happened. So we'll double check for that. Um, Oops, went a little bit too far. Should be in here somewhere. Okay, so so we roll a d12. We'll go ahead and roll that. Okay, so on a roll of a 1 to an 11, the commander escapes, excuse me, and is placed in any friendly man zone up to 4 spaces away. Yeah, so that commander would have been able to escape. And up to 4 spaces away, I think I would move him. I would move him just 1 space away, into just retreating into Paris. So that does mean that we would be down 1, 2, 3 to 19. The Germans would be up by 1, 2, 3 to 42. That also means we have to upgrade or not upgrade, but change some stuff in terms of German unit placement, because a lot of these units, aside from a few infantry, and I think maybe the Jaeger, but I'm not sure. But a lot of these units would be in Lorraine. So off camera, including the commander, I know that. So off camera, I'll go ahead and adjust all that. That also means that this British airship on the British turn, in fact, wouldn't have been able to try to bomb Bavaria. Thankfully, I didn't get any hits. If I did, I would have had to retroactively get rid of that. But yeah, because it left London, so even if it went from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, wouldn't have had enough to land. If there was a airship base here, then yeah, it could have went 5 and then 6 or 6 or 6. But yeah, so it couldn't have done that. So instead, what I would have done, having known that, is I would have just flown it down to Aquitaine. So 1, 2, 3. Down to here is what I would have done instead. So we'll leave that there. And as I said, I'll go ahead and off camera rewatch the video to see what was in that attack and move it into Lorraine. Not ideal that we lost Lorraine, but not entirely unexpected either. I mean, the Germans, uh, depending on what they do, but they definitely have enough power right at the opening of the game to bust through and take Lorraine on the very first turn in some cases if they want to, even in the base game without the commanders. And the commanders, we've talked about it. I like it in a way, but I don't think the commanders should be able to boost. I don't think their boost should stack with other modifiers. I think it seems a little bit excessive. Like in this case, there's no terrain, so these infantry would already attack at a 2, for example. But then they could be boosted 1 for 1 with the artillery, which there was, I think, like 7 taking part plus a heavy artillery. And then on top of that, be boosted with the commander, so they would be up to a 4. That seems a little excessive and kind of overkill and overpowered. I mean, you could argue the defender has the same, but defending infantry don't pair. But yeah, it just seems like a little bit much. And I don't think the commanders would be ineffective or not have a use if that wasn't the case. Because let's say, for example, you had more infantry class units attacking than you did artillery units, you could still have those units, instead of being at a 2, could still be boosted to, let's say, like a 3 because of the commander. So it would still have a usefulness, which personally I think that's what it should be. We'll continue playing this game with the way they're supposed to be played, but in the future, yeah, that's, I think, probably the only change I would make, because they don't boost artillery to start. Like these, if you like this, for example, had an observation balloon with it, so instead of attacking at a 6, it'd be at a 7, but it doesn't go up to an 8. So it should be like that for infantry class and uh, cavalry and camel units. And in fact, any other type of land-based unit, like the commanders shouldn't be able to boost them more if there's something else that's already boosting them. It seems a little like overkill. But anyway, I'll go ahead and update that when this video is done. Otherwise, though, we'll get into the French turn. So we have 22 IPPs that we can spend. With those, we'll buy for 9 3 infantry units. We'll go ahead and purchase probably another 3 actually. 9 and 9, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll buy another 3 infantry units as well. We will buy a colonial infantry. 1, 2, yeah, we'll buy one of those. Actually, instead, no, you know what? We'll buy. I don't want to do that. Debating here. Yeah, we'll buy 1 colonial. And then for diplomacy, I don't think we have a freebie. Oh, we never got the free. Was it last turn? Yeah, it was last turn we captured Campania. I was gonna say that, I forgot to mark it on here, but France should have a free diplomacy roll for that. So we'll have a free one. And then I think we'll buy, yeah, we'll buy, do we want to buy two? No, we have the free one, and then we'll buy another colonial. That's what we'll do. So that'll be our 22 total. Yeah, that's good. So we'll go ahead and roll that. So for the free one, we will try to bring down Bulgaria. So we need a 2 or less. 6, that's a miss. Go ahead and delete that. For combat, let's see here. I think down here we're fine. Yeah, I think for combat it's not gonna be a whole lot. I should make a little copy of that because this commander should be effective because he's got his fighter. Do I try that? We'll try to do an attrition attack with the heavy artillery and the railgun into northern Italy. So let's do that. And see how that plays out. So heavy artillery attritions at a 2, and the railgun, I think it might be at a 2. Let's see. Parish gun, railgun. 2 at any time. Must turn it in the same territory. Not pair, misuse not rail. Okay, so attrition's at a 3. And heavy artillery, as I said, I know that's at a 2. So here, we'll do the black dice will be the one at 3. This one will be at 2. Yeah, so black dice will be the one at 3. Oh, well, there you go. Snake guys. So missed on both those. So that's good. I think that might be it for attacks. Actually, the 28th, what do we have? 3. Yeah, we'll try 3 attrition attacks at 1 into Lorraine against the Germans. Don't think we'll get any hits, but you never know. Holy hell, I think, damn, I'm very surprised by that. I don't think I'm gonna get that kind of luck the rest of the game. Okay, so I'll have to make a note of that, and whatever the Germans have there, they'll take 3 attrition hits. Yeah, we'll have to check what they have, but they would probably lose cavalry if they have any, but that's good. Okay, I'll go ask uh, Be Nasty about that. Wow, I did not expect that. Okay then. Other than that, I do believe that will be it. I forgot. Yeah, we'll raid that line. Forgot that's one of the reasons why place is there in the first place. Blue will be for the French. Green will be for the Italians. No bonus or nothing like that. Okay, so that's the 1 point of damage that we wanted to that line. So Italy would go down. Oh, I think, yeah, Italy should have been collecting. What's their base at? It should be at 9. Minus the 1. There we go. Actually, as an attack as well, we'll drop off a cavalry. We'll drop 1 off in Sicily. And yeah, just take Sicily from the Italians. Okay, so that'll be it for attacks. As far as I'm aware. Thinking here. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Okay, so non-combat. This cavalry will drop off in Campania. Whoops. There we have it. We'll move this commander. Actually, that's right, this guy there. Nah. Now that I think about it, actually, yeah, this one would have retreated it here, as it's ineffective anyways, so yeah. But the one that's effective from southern France, we'll move him over to, into Paris. Non-combat's at 1 space. Oh, actually, we also almost forgot to roll the for the factories. It will matter. So we have 2 techs. Apologies for doing this a little bit out of order, but roll for wartime economy at a 7 or higher. That's an 8. So France would be at stage 3. And then we'll try to roll for defense and depth at a 7 or higher. And that's a 6. That's very annoying. That'd be quite useful to have. But 1 out of 2 is not bad. Beyond its wartime economy would also help us quite a bit. Anyway, back to the non-combat movement. Yeah, so we'll move. I'll keep that there. Keep this here. Actually, I'm thinking here. 5, 6. I think we'll actually take off 2 colonials, which would give us 4 back. A fighter costs 3. Yeah, we'll buy a fighter for 3 instead. That would leave us with 1. I'll actually spend that last one on diplomacy. We'll try to bring Spain up stage. See about that. Sorry, I do this a bit out of order, but so a 3 or less. Damn, it was almost a 2, but missed. So that'd be 0 IPP. I don't think anything here is gonna. Well, actually, yeah. Or no, that's fine. Yeah, we'll leave that be. This unit in Montenegro will just move up into. Actually, we'll move him over into. No, now we'll keep him where he is. Okay, so yeah, that should be it. Those are fine where they are. Don't have any other ships around here. Yeah, it should be fine. Okay, then. So this fighter will build in southern France. So that commander, I think he'd be effective the next turn. If that's wrong, please correct me on that. Be nasty, but otherwise we'll leave. I hate the hitboxes on this sometimes. Leave that there for now. Then we'll place. Actually, we'll see if we're gonna move any more infantry. Actually, move 2 of our infantry that are in Picardy into Paris. So there's 2 there. So it'd be 2, 3. It'd be 5 total. Then we'll build 3 infantry in Paris. I'll move the militia that's in Normandy into Paris, the one that's in Aquitaine into Paris. And we'll move our artillery as well into Paris. Actually, no, the artillery will leave in Picardy. Then we'll build 3 there. 3 infantry in no, we'll build 2 infantry in southern France. That to 8. And we'll build 1 in Romania. Yep, that's good. So we'll go ahead and collect our 19 IPP for the next turn. And we can go ahead and hand things on off to the Ottomans. So good luck to them.